It is the same stitch as this, as the hat. Yarn over, and I take it through the back. Take 2 off, take 2 off, yarn over. Pick it up from the front. Take 2, yarn over. This is double crochet. You go through the back of the next double crochet, through the back. Take it out. Take 2, yarn over, take it from the front. Take 2, So as we said before, this is the hat. This is the ribbing hat. So I already did 15 rows of double crochet in the back, double crochet in the front, and double crochet in the back. I'm going to make the last one of this series. Double crochet in the back and double crochet in the front. We take the front like this and double crochet in the back. You take it from the back like this. So now here's the front, and I believe this is the last stitch. Yes. So now we're going to close it, and you remember how we do that. We pass your yarn through the whole last 2. There we go. We close them. The next row, you are going to do 6 and skip 2. So that's on row number 16. So no, row number 15, I'm sorry. So continuing with this same pattern, you make 6 and skip 2. So that means that we are going to make 2 chains, which is the bottom. This is the 2 chains right there. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now we're going to start taking off for the top of the hat. So we skip 2, yarn over, we skip 2, we go to the bottom of the next one. This is the bottom, this is the top, this is the bottom of the next one. There we go. And now we'll do it again. So that's 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, and 6, and we are going to skip 2, 1, 2, and we go to the bottom. So we do 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and you skip 2, and you do that all around. So you started with 80 stitches all around, and if you do this right, you are going to end up with 60 stitches. So on row 15, you continue with the same pattern, but make 6 and skip 2, you end up with 60. On row 16, you do the same, you do not take off any. Row 17, you do the same. On row 18, you do the same. And on row 19, you continue with the same pattern, make 4, skip 2, and then you will have 40. So that's the pattern, and I will continue doing it in a minute. Okay, so we did double crochet 6 rows. No, 15, 16, 17, 18 rows. So 15, 16, 17, and 18 rows. So we crocheted 6 and we skipped 2. So now we have a total of 60. And let's count and see if it's true. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 20. 2, 4, 6, 8, 30. 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 50. 2, 4, 6, 8, 60. So now we have this one in the front. And we close. We skip those 2 and we close. So now we are going to make our 2 loops there, 2 chains. And now we're going to make 1 and 2 and 3 in the back and 4 in the front. And now we are going to skip 2. So we skip 1, 2, and on the bottom, the next one will be back, front, back, and front, and we skip 2, 1, 2, and we go to the next one, back, and front, and back, and front, and we should end up with 40. And that will be on row 19, 20, and 21. So there's only 3 rows with a 40. And I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so now we have our 40, and I did 40 on row 19, 20, 21. Now on row 22, we're going to do something different. So see, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, 30, 2, 4, 6, 8, 40. I said 30, okay, it's 40. So now we're going to close, like always, go in there and close. And we do our 2 loops, and that counts as number 1. You can see it right there.
Can you repeat that, please?
Sure.
We're gonna close, we do our 2 loops.
Okay, so now we're going to, we have it right there, and we have 40. We're going to go in here, and we're going to close it, like always, and we do our 2 loops, 2 chains. That counts as number 1. Now we are going to have 20. In order to have 20, we're going to do 2 and skip 2. So now we have 1 and 2, and we skip 2. 1, 2, and we do the next 1 and 2, and we skip 2, and we go to the next one, 1 and 2, and we skip 2, 1, 2, and we go to the next one. So now we made 2 and skipped 2 and did 2 rounds with that, and it's round 22 and 23. So we have 20, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. And now we're going to close. Like always, we go in there, grab our yarn and pass it through. And we're going to do that once more. That make 2 and skip 2 to have 10. So I'm going to make my 2 loops, yarn over, and 2, and I skip the next 2, and I go 1 and 2, and I skip 2, and I go 1 and 2, and I skip 2, 1, 2, we go in there. It's going to be a little bit difficult at the end because your fingers don't fit in the hole. So 1 and 2, and you skip 2, 1, 2, and we're already at the end. So we're going to go, let's see, no, we're not at the end. Yeah, we're at the end. So 1, and 2, and now we're going to skip those 2 and we're going to close. Go in there and close it. And now we have 10. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now we are at the end. And we're going to cut our yarn more or less there. Always leave a big tail, please. Always leave a big tail. So now we're at the end. We're going to pass our yarn through the loop so it doesn't go anywhere. There we go. And we have our darning needle. Pass the yarn through, and we are going to pick up all the outer loops of each one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to close it because I don't want to suffer with it. 6, 7, 8. 9 and 10. There we go. We have our 10 sewed in. So we have a really nice finish there. We go in there all the way to the other side, to the inside of the cap. Look how pretty it looks. I'm not going to turn it until you see how nicely finished that is. See? They're all there. Your 10 stitches. Put your finger there, turn it. And now we're going to make a real nice strong knot. So we go through a few, put your yarn through, tighten it up, real strong. Go in again, maybe a couple. Make another knot, might as well. Go in, and now we can kind of weave it in. I'll weave it in here. Just kind of follow the weave, so it doesn't show. It's on the inside anyway, but you know, you want things to be nicely finished. So we go in there and we cut it. And there we are. Now we're going to finish the beginning. That's my beginning yarn. I am going to take my needle, pick that up, and I want to see where my first loop is. See, that's this one. I want to go in there, through, and bring it back to the first one so it doesn't show. See, now it doesn't show where you're started. You made a new loop. So you go back, you take a piece of yarn from the back. So as we said, we made a new loop there. We go to the back, we pick up a little piece there, we make a knot. It's not going anywhere. This thing is not going anywhere. Make a big knot. Let me tell you a trick. This is what I sometimes have to do when I have a very small one, a very small piece of yarn, and I divide it in two. I split it, and then I take one piece, put it in my needle, pass it through just a tiny little piece there, make a knot with the other one, and now you can hide it and it's not going. If you have a small strand like this, what you can do is that you can pass your needle through your back like this, pass your needle through first, and now you can put your yarn in and pass it through, and you're done. And this is nice. Here's your cap. Very nice. Anna is modeling it.
Maybe.
Well, this is the second one. The first one was sent to a friend, but this is the second one. Look how pretty that looks. Eh? Nice. And it's nice and warm. And look how pretty that stitch is. Very stretchy. See? Very stretchy. Very, very nice. It is very elegant. So there we go, and thank you very much for watching us.